You're sitting in a meeting and your British colleague turns to you and says, "I think we should just cut to the chase here." And you're thinking, "Chase? What chase? Nobody is running anywhere. This is an office." British English is absolutely full of expressions like this. Idioms that make perfect sense once you know them, and absolutely zero sense until you do. Today, we are fixing that. I've picked 12 of my personal favorite idioms I actually use in real life, and we are going to find out how many you already know. The rules are simple. I'll give you the idiom in a sentence and 3 possible meanings. You've then got a few seconds to pick your answer before I reveal it. Keep track of your score as we go. Let's see how many you can get. Number 1, the penny dropped. If I say to you, "Oh good, the penny dropped," what do I mean? A, someone finally understood something. B, someone lost some money. Or C, someone made a mistake. The answer is A, they finally understood something. When the penny drops, it means someone has suddenly realized something they couldn't quite grasp before. It's that lovely moment when it all really clicks into place. For example, I explained it 3 times and then finally the penny dropped. You will definitely hear this one. British people love it. Number 2, on pins and needles. If I say, "I've been on pins and needles all day," what do I mean? A, I've been very clumsy. B, I've been in a lot of pain. Or C, I've been anxious and unable to relax. The answer is C, I've been anxious and unable to relax. If you're on pins and needles, you're nervous and waiting for something with that horrible knot in your stomach feeling. You just cannot settle. For example, I was on pins and needles waiting for the job offer to come through. We use it whenever the waiting is almost worse than the outcome itself, which honestly it usually is. Number 3, leave something on the table. If someone says, "I think we left something on the table in that meeting," what do they mean? A, they forgot to clear up after the meeting. B, they didn't take full advantage of the opportunity. Or C, they rushed out too quickly. The answer is B, they didn't take full advantage of the opportunity. To leave something on the table means you had more that you could have asked for or gained, but you didn't go for it. For example, she accepted the first salary offer without negotiating. She definitely left money on the table. You hear this one a lot in business, but really it works anywhere a deal or opportunity is involved. It's a great one to know. Number 4, clear one's name. If someone says, "I will clear my name," what are they going to do? A, publicly deny any wrongdoing. B, formally apologize to someone. Or C, prove their innocence and restore their reputation. The answer is C, prove they are innocent and restore their reputation. To clear your name means to remove the suspicion or accusation hanging over you. So basically showing the world you didn't do what you were accused of. For example, after months of investigation, she was finally able to clear her name. It's one of those phrases you hope you never need, but it's good to know just in case. Number 5, at the drop of a hat. If I say she would move abroad at the drop of a hat, what do I mean? A, she would move abroad with a lot of careful planning. B, she would move abroad immediately and without hesitation. Or C, she would only move abroad under very specific conditions. The answer is B, immediately and without hesitation. At the drop of a hat means instantly, without needing any convincing or preparation at all. For example, he'll start an argument at the drop of a hat, or she'd drop everything and help you at the drop of a hat. We use it to describe someone who just does something without thinking twice. Whether that's a good thing or not depends entirely on the situation. Number 6, spick and span. If I walk into a room and say, "This place is spick and span," what do I mean? A, the room is very new and recently decorated. B, the room is unusually quiet and empty. Or C, the room is spotlessly clean and tidy. The answer is C. It's spotlessly clean and tidy. Spick and span means properly gleaming, not just tidy but immaculate. For example, he had the kitchen spick and span before the guests arrived. It actually dates back to the 16th century, which is quite something. It's one of those old-fashioned phrases that is just stuck around because nothing else quite does the job. We are very attached to our old phrases in Britain. Number 7, rock the boat. A colleague says to you, "Nobody wants to rock the boat." What do they mean? A, nobody wants to suggest a team outing. B, nobody wants to take charge of the situation. Or C, nobody wants to upset the balance or stir up conflict. The answer is C. Nobody wants to cause unnecessary disruption or upset the status quo. To rock the boat means to say or do something that upsets the balance or stirs up conflict in a situation that was otherwise stable, even if not perfect. For example, she knew the policy was unfair, but she didn't want to rock the boat. It's often used when someone is choosing to stay quiet rather than challenge something. It's a very British thing to do, to be honest. Number 8, strike a chord. If I say, "That documentary really struck a chord with me," what do I mean? A, it reminded me of a song I like. B, it resonated with me emotionally. Or C, it completely surprised me. The answer is B. It resonated with me emotionally. When something strikes a chord, it connects with you on a deeper level, like it feels personally meaningful. For example, his speech struck a chord with the whole audience. It actually comes from music. When you strike the right chord, you feel it resonate. This is a great idiom to use. It makes your English sound very sophisticated. Number 9, on the line. A manager says to her team, "Our reputation is on the line." What does she mean? A, their reputation is being discussed publicly. B, their reputation is at serious risk. Or C, their reputation has been damaged. The answer is B, their reputation is at serious risk. When something is on the line, it's in danger. It could be lost depending on what happens next. For example, his career was on the line after the scandal. Or, everything we've worked for is on the line. This one is very dramatic. Number 10, cut to the chase. If someone in a meeting asks, "Can we cut to the chase?" what are they asking for? A, can we end the meeting early? B, can we discuss this more seriously? Or C, can we skip the build-up and get to the point? The answer is C. Can we skip the build-up and get to the important point? To cut to the chase means to skip the unnecessary preamble and get straight to what actually matters. For example, I'll cut to the chase. We need more budget. It actually comes from old Hollywood, where editors would cut away from the slow scenes and get straight to the exciting chase sequences. The good bit, essentially. Number 11, take the plunge. A friend calls you and says, "I've taken the plunge." What has she done? A, she's decided to give up on her idea. B, she's asked someone for help. Or C, she's finally done something scary or risky. The answer is C. She's committed to doing something scary or risky despite her nerves. To take the plunge means to go ahead and do something even though you are nervous or uncertain. So basically just going for it. For example, after months of thinking about it, they took the plunge and bought the house. We all have something we have been putting off. This might be the phrase to describe the day you finally do it. Number 12, put in a good word. If I ask you, "Could you put in a good word for me?" what am I asking you to do? A, say something encouraging to me. B, speak positively about me to someone who matters. Or C, keep an eye out for any opportunities that might suit me. The answer is B, speak positively about me to someone who matters. To put in a good word means to mention someone favourably to a person who can help. A boss, a landlord, or a mutual contact. For example, he put in a good word for me with the hiring manager and I got the interview. It's informal and warm, and honestly, knowing the right person still goes a very long way in the UK. So, how did you do? Drop your score in the comments. I'd love to know. And if there are any idioms you've heard and never quite understood, leave them below and they might just make it into the next quiz. For more British English tips delivered straight to your inbox, don't forget to subscribe to my free newsletter. The link is in the description. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.